the subject Indian polity and part of your GS paper 2 but paper 3 of entire syllabus. I presume that you have all well versed with the entire UPSC syllabus spectrum of mains stage, and you have read NCRTs and all, at least the basic knowledge from any of the source, or you might have attended some of the online classes for Indian polity. Okay, so there may be a case that you are from humanity background. There may be a case that you are from technical background, and there may be a case that you like polity, and there may be a case that you don't like polity. You have fear phobia, and that is why you want it to LA or get over. Yes or no? You might have seen the questions asked so far by UPSC. Maybe you are not having grip over those questions. That may also be a factor. Or you might have written answers and you could not score well, and that is why the class. So it is the scratch activity, means starting from the scratch, or you have already done something for polity. What you have done? Basic books like 11th 12th NCRT and okay, and you guys bachelors in BCom, BSc, BTech, which branch? Civil, MSc Physics, and your optionals? Sociology, okay. Geography, okay, good. So the preparation for civil services exam, right? You guys are very apt and smart in understanding the things, but also you have to understand that this UPSC exam is actually very easy exam, but it is otherwise taken as a very complex exam. This is the only problem of the people, that what is not actually required are going to that level, becoming an astronaut or rocket science of UPSC area and domain, which is not required. And actually, to be very frank, if NCRT's books are to be read, the newspaper like Hindu or Indian Express is to be read, which becomes the base, and then the graduation or the honors level knowledge is required for your optional, where this exam is hard. This exam is hard only when you see your competitors. Otherwise, in terms of the score that you need to get, this is I think less than 50% that makes you an IAS. And is there any exam which makes you the hero of your life with the mere 50% or lesser than that? You feel shame in mentioning, okay, this is the percentage that you got in 10th, 12th or in graduation. But here, if you are mentioning, okay, I got only 45% in one competition that I appeared in, so people will be thinking, oh, 45%. No, we'll not talk. You understand that? So, but the matter of the fact is simple, that brilliant school boy, brilliant school girl approach is needed. The exam that you have appeared last time in your life so far was 12th class exam, to be very frank. And after that, you got the marks in the graduation. You also don't know that what effort has been rewarded at the graduation level. Am I correct or not? Especially in engineering, especially in humanities also, or especially in science. 12th class exam was that exam which was really the exam for you, if I am correct. And after that, so many opportunities, so many, you can say, things in life, so many exposure, no compulsory attendance, or you can say proxy system in the college, you know, has put you in that situation to be non-serious for that those years and semesters. So what I mean to say is that 12th class was the benchmark that you need to have here also. Then in 12th class, what are the approaches that you had for this exam? Number one, not going about the fatty books, but about the abridged sections. हिंदी में कुंजी बोलते हैं, right? The solved last year questions in 12th class. When if you were having, if you were having the coachings, so directly the notes, and you were reading those notes and retrieving the same information in the exam and getting it passed. So it was not about the books in 12th class. UPSC is also not about the books. As simple as that. It means if UPSC is to be talked about, then handwritten notes, very important. If one topper is saying that no, I did not make the notes, one is not telling the truth. One is not telling the truth, because the truth is known to the sibling of that topper, and that is why the topper doesn't want to tell it to other people, that truth. That is the part of the game, right? Notes making is essential part of UPSC preparation, that too handwritten notes, right? Now you may ask, why sir, why it is so? So, and then I will be asking a question that at main stage, what will be there in your hand? What will you be allowed to take inside the exam hall? What? Simple pen, Reynolds pen, which is lighter, or any other pen which is liked by you or by your hand. 10 rupee, 20 rupee pen means at max 50 rupees material in your hand. That's it. And one eye card. And here the brain. Yes or no? And but to have that pen as a sword to fight the game for your life, should have the muscles in your hand to use that pen as the sword to win that battle. Have you developed the biceps and triceps in this hand? Means if you are writing by using right hand. You are getting my point. So have you ever thought that how many words are to be written in the main stage in 3 hours? Can I write those number of words in the legible writing, not the doctor's writing that he or she may not be able to understand after writing it, right? So having pity on the evaluator or the examiner, so that he is not frustrated, not into the suicidal tendency that what to do, we can at least do this gesture, good gesture to the examiner and evaluator. Yes or no? Now, if you are writing the notes daily, 3 to 4 pages you are writing, you are not only developing the cognitive faculties, cognitive muscles into your brain, right? Also you are developing kind of muscles in your hand. So lactic acid then will not be produced to the optimum level you are taking it. That way I'm saying. 25 words plus minus one can write if one is having good practice of writing. But for UPSC exam, 3 hours, 10 minutes will be going in kind of evaluator coming and checking your copy, 5-10 minutes going in reading the first round of the question paper, that how this question paper is. Maybe 5 minutes for natural call, otherwise it is to be avoided, but otherwise there's a fear from the question, okay, ye bhi nahi aata pani, then again pani, then again pani, then again watch lo, which it is to be avoided. It means at least 30 words, 30 words per minute speed is required. It's not a kind of Herculean task to write 30 words. How many words you have to write at the mains stage? How many pages you have to write at the mains stage? How many hours are given to you at the mains stage required? Now you must be thinking that why sir is talking about mains stage only, we have not cleared prelims. So may I ask this question, that your strategy is based on prelims or on the mains? Mains. And you know that preparation of mains is possible, preparation of prelims is not possible. For prelims only practice is possible for the practice that has been done for mains. Simple. Right? Then if we are not making notes, may I ask a question, that what will you be revising on the eve of the exam? Means like last 2 days, what will you be doing? Can you read those books again? Just not possible. Synopsis, gist, handmade notes that you have revised time and again at least more than 20 times in the whole journey. Very much familiar to you, no fear, phobia, handwritten. Absolutely no problem. Very much important. Then grammatically correct English. Sentence formation is very, very important. Means if you are from English medium, maybe from Oxford or Harvard, UPSC is having different taste. It's not of Times of India language kind of thing, not of Mint, but legible language, neutral language like that of Indian Express or maybe of Hindu, with leftist approach minus. Okay, so this is number one thing. Then number two, I should tell you that total 171 pages are to be written at the mains stage. Total 171 pages, right? And around 4,200 words required to be written in the GS, right? But this is the second stage, but you must know that what level you have to reach. If we talk about GS paper 2, GS paper 2 is having mainly polity, governance plus social justice plus international relation, right? Now governance and social justice is part of policy, but polity only, but it is current loaded, because in governance, policies and programs of government of India are covered with some of the static information. In social justice again, women, old people, destitutes called as devang, children, okay, and some of the downtrodden section of the society, they are covered, but in context of some of the articles of Indian Constitution, for example DPSP, Directive Principle of State Policy, from article 36 to 51, and say for example article 15, article 16, article 17, article 23, article 24. So article 15 is providing reservation for the school and colleges admission. 16 is about the job that you will be getting admission in UPSC also. 17 is about abolition of untouchability, right? Then article 23 and 24 about exploitation protection of the children from against the trafficking, like article 23. Okay, so governance and social justice are related to some of the prominent article of Indian Constitution to make article 21 more healthy. Article 21 means right to life and personal liberty. Okay, now polity and constitution, these are the two part of it. Now if I say that polity is nothing but constitution, or if I say that constitution is nothing but the polity, what is the difference between these two? Hmm. So constitution based practices in a democratic setup is called as polity. So essentially constitution is theoretical part and polity is the lab of that theory. In chemistry we can say this. Then what is governance? What is governance? What is done to practice that polity in context of reaching or taking the product of welfare to the people is called as governance. In a nutshell, government in action is called as governance. Then what is the difference between government and polity? So government is a setup, setup with the approval of the constitution. Otherwise, the political party can also be self-styled political party, an independent candidate becoming an MP or MLA. Until unless one is becoming an MP or MLA, one is not approved by the constitution. Now, constitution, if the preamble is mentioned, we the people, constitution is nothing but the expression of the people. Yes or no? So constitution का जो सबसे बड़ा सोर्स है वो people है. So कितना इंटरमिंकली लिंक्ड है. So मैं यदि इसे एक ही शब्द में रखना चाहूँ, जैसे यूपीएससी ब्यूटीफाई करता है एक्सप्रेशंस को, so I will say that the constitution is basically supreme law book, the theoretical part which is practiced in a lab called as polity, which gives a group called as government on the basis of election, which takes the product of welfare to the people as part of governance. कुछ नहीं, कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. जो हमने अभी मोतियों के रूप में देखा है उसको एक धागे में पिरो दिया बस सीक्वेंस में. सिंपल, यही है आर्टिकुलेशन, बात को कहने का सुंदर सा तरीका, गागर में सागर भरने की जो ताकत है, बस यही दो चीजें हैं यूपीएससी के लिए. तीसरी कोई चीज नहीं है. वो प्रीलिम्स में है. एक प्रीलिम्स एक अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट है इस एग्जाम का, बिकॉज पॉपुलेशन ज़्यादा है, नंबर ऑफ कॉपी ज़्यादा आ जाएंगी, इसलिए प्रीलिम्स को एक रखा गया स्क्रीनिंग के रूप में कि फिल्ट्रेशन हो जाए इन जेन्युइन पीपल का या इनकॉम्पिटेंट का या कंपैरेटिवली इनकैपेबल लोग का.